My guest today is a master musician and song composer. He plays many instruments and is also a great singer. Welcome to the show, my good friend, Bruno Coriandoli. Welcome, Bruno.
Welcome. Thank you very much, Andrew.
Right on.
Thanks for being here.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Great to see you, Bruno. To start off, I wanted to say, just point out again how appreciative I am that you helped me do my audiobook, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
so Bruno's the sound of Smart Guide to Stop Using Stupid Words. Bruno did the voice for that, so that was really cool. That was much more difficult than we anticipated. Right?
Oh yeah. It was totally new. It's the first time in my life that I've done something like this, an audiobook, doing narrating. I was like, whoa, this is different. It was a good experience.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Thanks again for that. That was awesome. So Bruno, well, I guess to start, tell me what you're working on these days. I know you're always writing songs. So
Yeah. Well, these days, what's been happening is that I joined a trio, an acoustic trio, where the singer Darren Walsh, he asked me to produce an album because he has a lot of material. So I've been producing his album, and we're up to the 6th song, and I do it all in my studio. I program all the drums and everything, do all the guitar work, and he just does the vocals, and he gives me like scraps ideas of guitars and stuff to make it a bit of an idea. Brew, can you do something with this? And I take it from there and I produce it and build up to something where it's like it's sounding very good so far. You know, I mean, it's with Darren Walsh, we're also in a trio acoustic band. We're doing a lot of covers of classic rock, and it's a bunch of good guys. We're 3 guys, and it's a good team, and we've been having a good working. And now we have our first gig from the COVID period this weekend, this Friday. So in Chateauguay at the Boulevard, and it's going to be interesting to see that. We're not going to have masks on stage because we have to sing, which is normal. You know what I mean? It's like, but overall, it should be interesting after quite a few months of this kind of period where it's been very hard on everybody, and especially on the entertainment world.
That's it. So, and sorry, tell me the venue again that you're playing it, and like what time and all that.
Well, it's going to be from 5 to 8 o'clock in the evening on this Friday at the Boulevard in Chateauguay.
Do you have like a guitar near you? You have like an acoustic guitar?
Yeah, sure. Is there anything you want?
No, dude, you're like, I always love to hear you play. So like, I don't know how it's going to come out through this, but like just anything. Let's give us a taste of anything you want to do, man.
Mama, take this badge from me, 'cause I can't choose it anymore. That cold black cloud is coming down. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Anyways, that's an idea. Does it sound okay?
Awesome, bro. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool.
Yeah.
You play guitar, you sing, you have flutes, you play keyboards, and all very, very well, I must say.
Yeah, it's many years, Andrew.
So how does it affect you when you go out to the real world, you leave your studio and all that? Now you're always writing, you're always composing, you always have this great inspiration, as you said, come to you and write these cool songs. And so how do you find that kind of, alters the way that you perceive life, or you speak with people, or react to where people speak to you, or how do you find that changes, your life coming from that, you're from that perception?
That's interesting. Sometimes it could be just as simple as seeing a couple enjoying themselves in a nice atmosphere and on a nice day, and sometimes it can get you an inspiration. It's something. It's like, and a certain melody starts playing in my head, and I don't know. It's like very nice and light, and then from there you start thinking, the guitar gonna do, the piano might do this, the tempo, the beat might be something in that style. You start figuring, don't ask me, it just starts piling. It starts multi-tracking. All the tracks, things are starting already happen in your head. And then after you got to remember this. You got to remember this because sometimes the good thing about today is that we have phones. So I hum with my mouth the idea on my phone. And when I get home, because I'm going to forget it, our minds is always distracted with life around us. So, and then I listen to it. Oh yes. And then I pick up my guitar and I start getting the chords and then getting the idea. I go on the piano. Oh yeah, this is what, then you start building your song, building what your idea is, that came out from just something that you saw. And
major chords, happier. Minor chords, darker, right?
Yes.
So then you can kind of see, and then I can even look at like myself in any situation, whether I'm at work or with friends, family. Now, hopefully, usually with friends and family, it's more like major chords and happy.
Yes.
And then when it's like, things are going, and you start getting stressed, you can kind of feel that violin coming in,
The little strings giving a little like
the tension, building. It's like a tension's building.
Staccato and stuff like that.
Staccato violin, right? Building that kind of tension.
Yeah.
And then let's talk a little bit about maybe like music and self-development, right? That's what I like to kind of look together. Like when you feel inside. So when you've probably heard me say this before, is when I'm feeling like angry, it's a bit like sharp, and then when I'm feeling sad, it's a bit like the note's flat. And you want to kind of always get to a natural, right? A natural note. Your natural. Then everything's in key, right? So if you have the guitar and the guitars in key with your flute, with your keyboards, with your voice, everything sounds great. But if you have one of those instruments a little bit flat, it's not so good, or one of them a bit sharp, right? So I find always that with the universe or surroundings, that like if your own personal, it's always not get angry or upset or get too depressed or down or whatever, because it kind of shifts your natural note. So you want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Ourselves, our aura, it's interesting. I'm learning a lot of things lately. When you're feeling really a good energy, you're positive that day, you're feeling very high, it projects. Unbelievable.
Yes.
People talk to you more in a better mood. It makes their day better even. It's wow.
There's a lot of very positive movements that have happened in the recent while. And I think that there's really a point where musicians and comedians and artists just have to be like, you know what? Like, just stop playing. Just stop playing. If you're not paid enough, man, enough. It's so underappreciated.
And yes, I see what you mean by for the artists, it's very difficult.
But
underpaid.
Underpaid, but always. There's always been a reason to underpay artists since.
But now even more.
Yeah.
It's a little sad, but like we say, bro, when the passion is in us and we love doing it, there's no price in a way. It's like, I know if you get down and get discouraged about it, you give up everything. I mean,
no, it's not to get discouraged, not to get down. It's just that it's you keep doing what you're doing, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's not the issue. It's that like you're saying, man. I've heard it a million times. Oh, just play. It's good exposure. Just play for free. Just play for this. Okay, you bring a. Try to get a plumber to come to your place and say, it's going to be free. It's good exposure. I'll tell my friends about your plumbing. It doesn't make any sense. No one's going to come.
No, that's exactly it. You're right.
No one would even think of asking an electrician, a plumber, a roofer, anybody, an accountant. Hey, can you just do my taxes? Like, it'd be good exposure. Just like, just do them. Like no one's would even consider that. So why, I don't know, see why it's okay to ask a comedian to perform for free or a musician to perform for free.
I know what you mean, Andrew. Yeah, I don't know why it got to that.
Tell the guy that's doing this or that, doctor, accountant, lawyer, whatever. Tell him, okay, pick up your guitar, play what you can play. There's no way, there's no way, right? In the same way, I can't walk in a courtroom and start being Mr. Lawyer. I don't know what to.
That's exactly. I see what you mean.
Okay, here's the guitar, man. You see, when someone says, "Can you play for free?" Okay, if you can play, what I just play right now, I'll play for free if you can.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
see, you're
pay
right.
up, buddy.
You're
You know?
right. Writing to me is a passion. Is something you have to connect with something very light and high, very something angelic almost. And it seems like there's an energy that happens where, wow, how did I write this, man? This is awesome, man. I'm even impressed myself. I get tears, I get chills. Uh, bro, when you get that, you've accomplished something big and even though I didn't sell nothing or nobody was gonna buy it, or a few friends might listen to it, but to me it's for me. I'm doing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a true artist. It's said like a true artist, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because they say that like inspiration finds you, right? That's the thing,
Yes,
you know?
I
So
was going to work a couple of weeks ago, and I come to a train track, and the train's going by. The rhythm of the train, I start to create a pattern in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I start to create a melody. The rhythm of the train that's going by, creates the pattern, and I start creating a melody with it.
mm,
And I had to start writing some ideas. I took my phone and started to write the idea on my phone, and I got home, drum machine and everything, started to put all my stuff, and you know what I mean? Just from a train going by of that rhythm
yeah.
is enough to create, oh yes, okay, maybe that's interesting. And that's you start creating a melody on top of it.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
That's what I meant by the question I was asking you before. How it see like somebody else could walk by and just go, "Oh, it's a train,"
Yeah,
and another person could walk by and go, "Oh, it's kind of it reminds them of their childhood." But you walk by and you go, "Oh man, that's like a good like if you're hearing shakers and you're hearing
yeah, yeah.
like
That's exactly it.
a
A
rhythm," and you're
rhythm.
like, yeah, and you're like, I can make this rhythm into something. I hear the that's
Yeah, because in the rhythm of that thing that's constant, a melody starts happening above.
yes,
And
yes.
the melody starts to go, and then after, oh, wait a minute, the bass is going to do this with the guitar. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe if I put another guitar doing a guitar harmony on top, you know,
Mm.
it starts to pile multi-tracking, like I was saying.
Yes, exactly. But that's it. That's what's so cool is that you're so in tune. Like, because again, you're a real musician. Like you're saying, you don't do it for anybody else or anything. You do it because you love it, and it
Yeah,
shows so that your mind and your vibration and your person is tuned to that. So it's
yes.
one is the music comes to find you. So it's like this song is out there in the
Yeah, you're
cosmos,
right. The song is out there in the cosmos.
right?
That's good.
And it's looking like, how am I going to manifest in reality? And then
Yeah,
it finds you, and then it tells its friends, "Hey, I got
yeah.
this guy. His name is Bruno, and he's able to manifest this song. To
It's exactly it, Andrew.
there was a story about Prince and Michael Jackson. Remember, like way back when those were the two biggest stars, and Prince called his manager at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and says, "We got to open the studio. I just thought of this song. We got to open the studio." And then this manager is like, it's 4 in the morning. I'm asleep." And he goes, "What's the rush? We'll record it tomorrow." They said, "No, we got to record it now because if we don't record it now, Michael Jackson will." And that was
Oh,
such a cool statement because he was aware that just like the music comes to you,
yeah.
comes to me less often now because it knows probably not going to write it where you are. So if that inspiration song came to Prince and he didn't write it fast enough, it would just jump and that inspiration would go to Michael Jackson.
Oh man, that's
And Michael
freaky.
Jackson would end up with that hit song. Yeah, super cool.
Oh wow, that's freaky.
So
Yeah,
I always find it interesting to write that. You have that song you wrote when you first met the girl, and then you have the song you wrote after
yeah.
you
After you
broke up,
broke up,
and
yeah,
then then you have that kind of like a really happy one, and then kind of if you could catch it, but before the breakup, you have that kind of I'm unhappy and this is
yeah,
going awry kind of song.
yeah,
Then you have the like angry kind of song, and then you have the sad, and it goes into like the
yeah.
sad
The
this,
sad one. Oh yeah, yeah,
and then it goes around and cycle
yeah. It does.
starts again,
And
right?
then yeah, and then after, if you don't have a relationship for a bit of time, well, in there you take a different angle
Ah, yes,
because you're free from what it was once. Your mind starts getting better. You start accepting that the relationship is over and done with. So your writing starts to become, it's like new. Something's new because you're changed.
Where's the best place to reach you where they can hear some of your original songs, stuff like that?
If you go on SoundCloud, not complicated. SoundCloud is probably the best place. You'll see a lot of my tracks under Bruno Coriandoli, and you'll see a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
I got a lot of material there.
Well, always a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Awesome. So with that, Bruno, I'll wish you a successful and peaceful mind and a wonderful evening, and we'll talk soon.
All right, buddy. You take care.
Okay. Ciao, man.
Thanks. Bye-bye.